Biden's speech is awful. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. As I said, I don't want to get into like, too much of the politics stuff.
Oh, remember when Asmongold used to tell politicopers and wingcucks to shut the fuck up on their bullshit obsession with whatever country they were obsessed with? Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, it didn't matter. He used to just say no politics.
Remember when there weren't so many Mexicans? Oh, I miss.
It was great. You know what was also great? Watching Asmon rage at his terrible gameplay ability in Elden Ring.
See anything. Oh, I'm getting so mad. I'm getting so fucking mad. Fuck!
I loved Elden Ring era Asmon. He was so bad at that game, and it was so hilarious watching him get mad, but those days are over. And okay, I'll admit, I'm not good at Souls games either, but at least I don't have literal God in my subheader, so there's that. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm here today to tell you that Asmongold has gone back to his centrist roots, and he is telling politicopers on this glorious June Pride Month in his rainbow t-shirt that he doesn't want to talk about Israel anymore. He is even wearing the rainbow shirt for Pride Month to anger his rightoid army of viewers even more. They're so mad about that. Wow, over a rainbow t-shirt. Good Lord. Let me tell you this. I'm a better fan than Asmongold's rightoid army of 30s screaming for him to pay attention to them. I see them in my comments all the time. They don't know Asmongold lore like I do. I am actually a fan. They are not. They want to call themselves a fan because they love to idolize him. I actually watch Asmongold. If you ever watch one of his VODs, he reads out messages, and they're always from Bongland, South America, or some Eastern European land nobody even cares about. Nobody can even point to it on a map. It's like your idol says, nobody cares about your woes, Algeria, Brazil, whatever the fuck country you're from. We don't care. We know you're the ones who watch him and praise him and sit in his chat asking, please talk about Israel. Please talk about Israel. Israel fatigue isn't the only thing that Asmongold has pushed on this wonderful June. He's had a few more W's. Let's take a look at them.
Do you think terminating a 9-month-old pregnancy should be allowed? Yeah, I do.
Uh-oh, Rightoids mad.
The reason why is because I think that's a decision a doctor should make.
Absolutely. Asmon W.
And yeah, no, I mean, I just, it's a very easy decision.
Meltdown. Rightoids meltdown. We can't see his chat, but you know they're having a meltdown. I probably saw this VOD on Twitch as a rerun, and his rightoid army was having an absolute meltdown.
Sickening? Well, let me explain my reasoning. So the reason why I'd be okay with it is because I think that the overwhelming majority of people that would be terminating 9-month-old pregnancies would be people who probably are doing so because of some dramatic, unexpected, crazy change of, like, let's say the kid, for example, has manifested some sort of debilitating illness that makes it...
It's murder. You're supposed to want to bring up the downy child. Oh, please. The people saying that have never brought up a kid. If you've ever seen an interview with a mom or a dad that talks about having like a downy kid when they're like 40 years old, they look so tired and like they hate life. Now, they do pretend like they're super happy. None of these people are super happy. Asmongold W.
You know, non-viable, right? And I think this happens, right, is that kids manifest illnesses, you know, like very, very early, very late on. And what, you think that doesn't happen? Like a brain death or something like that? Yeah. Spina bifida? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants to live with those diseases. Nobody wants to live life like that.
So, like, just remove it. Septic babies, yeah. So, like, in those circumstances, I think that it is the morally correct decision based off of my moral code to abort the baby at 9 months. To spare the baby of a lifetime.
Uh-oh. Asmon has a W. It's a centrist take. Rightoids mad.
Of suffering and torture. That's my opinion. That's very rare. It is very rare. I don't think that most people
It's rare, so we should just let it happen.
are going to be aborting their babies at 9 months. What if it's completely healthy? I think that
What if there's unicorns?
having some babies be aborted that are completely healthy is a necessary sacrifice, and it's preferable than having a bunch of government oversight. So, in a perfect world, nobody would ever abort a baby at 9 months. Nobody would ever do that. Complete shit take? Well, no, it's just, this is just the truth. Like,
I don't like your take, Asmongold. You're supposed to only follow 100% our way of thinking. You have to follow our red team, our thinking, our morals, 100%. Oh my God, how dare you have a mind of your own?
you asked me the question, I'm giving you the answer. And this is a decision that everybody makes all the time. The only difference is that I'm okay just verbalizing it. I just simply say it. We all make decisions that have a, like, for example, everybody who's okay with the First Amendment makes it easier for children to be killed and murdered in
Uh-oh, we're bringing up guns. Rightoids mad some more.
schools. I guarantee you that if you went and you did a total police state lockdown and you used the military to remove guns from every single American and you succeeded in doing that, you would reduce the amount of children that are killed by guns.
That's not fair. You can't take our guns. We need our guns. Oh, that's not the same. It's not the same. Somebody's going to say it's not the same, even though it is the same.
Oh, did I say Second Amendment? Yeah, well, either way, you would do that. But we are allowing children to be killed because we would rather have that freedom. That's exactly what's happening.
W.
And you should acknowledge that.
Yes.
Because it's true. It's completely different.
See, somebody said it. It's not the same. It's not the same. We can't take our guns. It's not the same. It's murder.
No, it's not. It's not to me. There's no research, no brain take. Well, I mean, again, like if there's a lot of people that are angry about what I'm saying, but there's no real logic to it. It's just an emotional outburst. I mean, I don't take that seriously. It's a goy rage. So
It's religious cucks. And unfortunately, if you're going to be a rightoid, there's a lot of fucking religious cucks out there that think abortion is murder.
Like, here's another example. I can give another one. Is driving. If we reduced the speed limit, right? Like, how many fatal crashes? What is the average, speed of a fatal crash? It's probably not 10 miles an hour. So we could theoretically reduce the amount of fatal crashes by like 99% probably if we made the speed limit everywhere that would only go up to 20 miles an hour. We would. It would dramatically decrease. Dramatically, extremely decrease. You're being twisted? No, I'm not. This is the reality, and these are decisions. Why don't we? Because it's more convenient for us to be able to drive fast. That's the reason why.
Duh. Why are rightoids so stupid?
We regularly sacrifice people's well-being for our own convenience all the time. I have my opinion on it, and also my opinion in general hinges on my expectation that the government will not be able to be agile enough to distinguish whether an abortion is valid or not at a late-term abortion. Like, I recognize the reality of that I don't think that it's possible that the government can react to and respond to that quickly enough. And, like, they will make mistakes, and I think that reality is worse, and just the nature of that is worse than having a few kids get killed. Because then you're going to have even more kids get born that should have been killed, that have like some, debilitating fucking, illness that makes their life a living hell. And their parents as well. And then also the parents, the mothers could die in the process too.
Then there was that person that posted a picture, or no, it was a video on Twitter of the Downey uncle. It was an uncle. At first, I don't know if they outwardly claimed it was their kid, but they tried to imply that the Downey uncle at 40 was their kid and that they're so happy to have this person around. And then it was the uncle. And I thought it was a troll at first because it was so stupid. This dowdy, like 40-year-old guy is jumping up and down on a tractor, and these parents still have to like wipe this guy's butt and stuff. And these rightoids are like, no, you have to keep it. You have to keep it. No,
And so like that's just the truth. And I do give like, and I want to say, guys, if you ask me these questions, I will give you an honest answer. I will. And I think that based off of my own reasoning here, you might not like the answer, but I have very consistent answers on these topics. And I think that a lot...
He does. He's said the same thing for years and years and years, but the people in his chat don't really watch him. Also, the people in his chat are third worlders. If you look at his chat, it's mostly people that are not working. So either they're foreigners, and if you do look at his chat and the things that they want him to talk about, it's always like in Bongland or some other country that is not the US, even though he says he doesn't care about what goes on in these other countries. He cares about the US. But these same people haven't really watched him for very long, because he has been saying this for years and years and years. He's always pushed back on two things, religion and abortion, and they always have a meltdown as if they just found it out.
More people agree with me than they think, but they just are uncomfortable with the way that I state it.
And that was Asmongold's first win. We have some more wins from Asmongold that we're going to go over. Let's go over his Israel fatigue. He's fatigued with Israel. So am I. I was so glad to hear this. It's another Asmongold W.
Please look at this. The Israel... I don't want to hear about any Israel bullshit today.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Asmon. W.
Okay. I don't care about it. Every single time
I don't either
that somebody brings up Israel, it is some retarded, brain-dead conspiracy fever dream that I don't want to hear about.
It's so true. It's so true. The rightoids in his channel, they come up with the craziest thing. I think I saw somebody talking about the chemtrails in the sky. Oh my God. Israel's controlling the chemtrails in the sky. This is another W.
Okay? Like, I just don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Neither do I.
I care about real problems, not some fantasy Israel derangement syndrome.
Yes.
Care about America, American problems.
What is it with rightoids? It's horseshoe theory again. Rightoids sit around talking about Trump derangement syndrome, and then they have Israel derangement system, but so do leftoids. Leftoids and rightoids, wingcucks in general, they have Israel derangement syndrome.
And what Israel does, who they bomb, what they do is not in my fucking best. I don't care about it, and I don't care in a good way or a bad way.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about it. That's a foreign country.
Israel fatigue.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
And so yes, Israel fatigue. I know. I have complete Israel fatigue.
Yes, another Asmongold W. That's 2 in 1 month, and we're only halfway through the month. Let's go and find another Asmongold W. Here we have Asmongold inadvertently dunking on Tectone. I'll let you guys figure out where he's dunking on Tectone.
Can you talk about lolly drama, bro? No, not really. I mean, like, I'm not really that. I mean, I don't really have like super strong, like, I don't really care about this that much. I mean, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that were like super mad at
He tries so hard not to dunk on Tectone, but he does.
me yesterday because I think that there's a higher probability. And also, by the way, you know, you can look this up. Like, if you look this up on AI, it's going to say it's true, right? But higher probability that weirdos and you know, pedos are going to like look at AI, or not AI, but look at lolly stuff if they're
Oh no. Oh no.
interested in kids, right?
Isn't Genshin Impact lolly?
Yeah, no shit. But apparently this is
They're like 300-year-old children-looking cartoon characters.
something that like people on the internet just will not accept. They will not accept this, even though you even have reports and studies of like people that are fucking pedos saying that. But that's enough. You failed the lolicon purity test? Yeah, I definitely did, and I proudly did. I think it's really weird. I think if you like lolly characters, it's okay. But if you sexually enjoy those characters, I think that's a problem. I think that's really weird. I don't think you should go to jail. I don't think.
This stems from the drama where he said Eve from Stellar Blade 2, I think it's 2, looks like a child, and Tectone had a meltdown because he thinks the child-looking character looks hot.
That, you know, like, I don't.
Because of course he does.
Hate you. I just think it's really weird. I do, and I don't like it. So, yeah, it's really about it. Like, for example, like, if you like a character that looks like a young character, and, like, you just think that, oh, yeah, this character's really cool, or I like this anime. Like, I'm watching a show right now called Witch Atelier, and, like, the main characters mainly are, like, I think four little girls. Like, this is unironically, like, the cast of the show, and, like, an older guy. And, like, that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that show. So, like, it's not really about liking the characters. It's about, you know, being attracted to them and looking for, like, explicit content about them, which is what I think.
Another Asmongold W, not for the reasons you think, but because he inadvertently calls out Tectone. That is so wonderful. That's another Asmongold W. But we have a follow-up. Tectone is unhappy that Asmongold didn't notice him when Asmongold said that XQC and somebody else, was it himself? One other person backed up Sykkuno back when Sykkuno got caught messing around with multiple girls. Well, Tectone was unhappy that his idol, his senpai, did not notice him, and he wants a notice. Let's see Tectone beg for Asmongold's attention.
3 42-minute video, 4 1-hour video, 5 18-minute video, 6 10-minute video, 7.
Is it any surprise that Tectone is aggressively defending the dude that was fucking around on his girlfriend? Because we all know this is what's going to happen to Sophia. He wants to make sure everybody knows that he is a player, and Sophia's going to be his future ex-wife and baby mama crying that he won't pay child support.
7 22-minute video, 8 20-minute video, 9 1-hour video, 10 22-minute video. I went on the unsubscribed podcast, talked about it, 13, made another one, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I got other people.
Who obsesses over this? I guess the guy who will eventually cheat on his future ex-wife.
To talk about it, and I made 18 videos for this guy. I made 18 videos, and guess what? Guess what? And I'll just say this shit too. You know what else I did? I DM'd him directly day one, and I said, brother, if you need any advice, I have your back no matter what. And I gave that.
I notice he slips into a lot of DMs to try to get in on a lot of drama. That's Tectone. I need to be in on the drama. I guess it's because he was streaming to thousands of people on Twitch, and now every time you go on his Rumble stream, it's max 1,000 viewers. I've seen it as low as like 500, but usually it's around like 6, 7, maybe 800.
Motherfucker advice on how to fucking come back to streaming. I don't care. 18 videos, and I was there for him day one. So I swear to God, Asmon, if you leave me out of this list another time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Pay attention to me.
Got so much shit for having this guy's back, and I did it anyways. I made over 11 hours of content to make sure that people know that Sykkuno is not a rapist because I refuse to stand for false allegations towards men. So
the false allegations, the vibes. It's the vibes.
Let's calm the fuck down. Better yet. Let me prove that shit too. Let me prove that shit. The Sykkuno situation, how I found you generally, I know. I am not gonna show any response, but this is the extent that I will show. April 14th. That's me.
Please pay attention to me. I want to be in on your drama. I need views. I need views. I hope you're okay. I need views. Well, that's Tectone for you. And that's a wrap for my Asmongold W's. Let's see. We had his abortion take, W. Israel fatigue, W. Lolly take, W. And he made Tectone have a meltdown and beg for his attention. Another W. Well, that's all I have for today. I'll talk to you guys another day.